Are you frustrated with all the progress that you've made? Are you looking to have lower self-esteem and higher anxiety this year? If so, you need to follow my proven 15-step guide to total self-destruction. If you follow these 15 easy steps, I guarantee that this will be the worst year in your entire life. So, without further ado, let's crack into it. Number 1, allow yourself free and unlimited access to easy dopamine. I have interviewed tons of unsuccessful, lonely people, and they all swear by this method. Stay inside and browse Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube, and if you need something more substantial, play video games. Do not go outside and earn your dopamine the hard way, such as by working out, progressing in your hobbies, or making memories with your friends. If you do those things, you seriously risk not self-destructing this year. Number 2, disregard all signs that you are the problem in your life and instead shift all blame to the people and systems around you. This way, you never have to feel responsible or compelled to change. Super helpful if you're trying to remain stagnant. Number 3, identify strongly with a political movement to the point where it becomes your whole identity and you filter all information through that one frame. By closing your mind in this way, you guarantee a sort of mental malaise where you don't have to evaluate any information for yourself and you can instead just wallow in righteous outrage 24/7. Step number 4, don't travel or gain any outside perspective on the many blessings in your life. Instead, believe fervently that your country is the worst in the world and totally past saving, despite all evidence you might find to the contrary. This way, you feel no responsibility to change where you are now, and you can instead complain and pretend that your life would be much, much better if you were just somewhere else. Number 5, adopt without question the belief that humans are a cancer on the earth and that the world will probably end in 20 years, and that children are unmanageable burdens so as to make the future seem dark, or even worse, non-existent. Number 6, don't floss regularly. Number 7, contribute everyone else's successes to good luck and their failures to an inner lack. Meanwhile, mark your own failures down to bad luck and your successes only to your incredible genius and talent. This way you can always cast yourself as the victim and everyone else as the villains in the movie of your life. Number 8, let the halo effect totally run your life. This means assuming that all attractive people are also happy, intelligent, and interesting, while labeling all unattractive people as stupid, mean, and boring, or perhaps even invisible. Don't worry too much about this rule though, because it's extremely easy to follow. 90% of people on Earth follow it without any effort whatsoever. Step number 9, treat other people as a means to an end. Make sure your partners are only objects for your gratification, there to make you feel good whenever you need to feel good, which is of course all the time. Treat your friends as therapists and yes men, existing only to reinforce what you already believe and to never challenge anything you do. And even more important, treat strangers like NPCs who exist only to service you and help you achieve whatever it is you want in that moment. Waiters, grocery store clerks, treat them all like peasants and slaves that deserve where they're at and that you're inherently better than. This is an awesome step to total mental degradation. Number 10, use your peak years to sleep around with everyone you can, and then once you age a little bit, settle down with the first person you feel won't leave you out of fear and lack of self-worth. Number 11, don't ever stretch, and certainly don't drink water. Number 12, honor your addictions, not your commitments. Number 13, feel absolutely no gratitude to those who came before you, not for your grandma, and certainly not for your ancestors who took down woolly mammoths so you could play laser tag and eat chicken tenders. Regard history as a dust heap that you stand on, full of wacky characters who weren't really people and whom you have nothing to learn from. Number 14, never ever meditate or try to connect to the great silence within or some higher power without. This way, you're never responsible to anyone or anything. No one's watching, no one cares, you can do whatever you want. Number 15, the final step and my personal favorite. If you only can follow one, follow this one. Live as though you will never die, despite ample evidence that so far, every person who ever lived has died, no matter how beautiful or powerful or rich or kind they were. All of them have vanished and most have been forgotten, which means that you only have this moment, and not even this whole day is guaranteed to you. If you really want to self-destruct this year, it's best that you either ignore this thought completely or outright reject it in favor of the idea that you are somehow extremely special and exempt from the laws that govern everyone else. Also that life is cheap, pointless, useless, and that your own life is scarcely worth living. Ignore the millions of people who have changed the world within a single lifespan, led revolutions, lifted people out of poverty, or were merely kind or clever or generous. Forget all about them by all means and focus only on yourself and all the bad people you can read about in the news. And that's it, guys. It's easy as that. Follow these 15 steps, and I promise you can make this year your worst one yet. I guarantee absolutely no progress so long as you follow my guide to the T. You won't have to worry about new friends, promotions, life-changing epiphanies, or any other positive change. I have designed this guide to be easy to follow so that you're probably already following a lot of these steps already. So, excellent work. Keep it up, and I promise you, you'll be nowhere in no time.